31. It is the main event of the evening. The welterweight title is on the line. Your challenger, Stu Mulpeter, takes on your reigning defending champion, Troy Boy Gibson.
Yeah, two absolute savages here, Noah. Just, it's a pick and fight right now.
This is top of the food chain in the welterweight division, and Mulpeter wastes no time. Clinch, close the distance, has Gibson up against the cage.
Sharp knees to the body landed by Gibson. Pumping those knees in, isn't he?
Again, working hard on this. Has the hands clasped just.
Stu Mulpeter like a dog with a bone trying to get that takedown.
Nice wide base by Gibson, but Mulpeter gets it.
What can Stu Mulpeter do from this position? Troy Gibson back to his feet. Good scramble.
Good, excellent scramble by our champion to get back to his feet, but Mulpeter isn't giving up, chasing that single again. Excellent pressure by the Portarlington man.
Kimura grip from Troy Gibson.
Again, we've seen that a lot tonight, Phil. Fighters are using it to stop takedowns, to reverse or to sweep.
Strong knees to the body from Troy Gibson.
Beautiful knee by Gibson. And Mulpeter tries to counter.
Lovely straight from Mulpeter.
Gibson swarms on the cage.
Both men happy to exchange on the feet.
Mulpeter changes levels.
Is he in on the double?
In on the double. Excellent work again by Stu Mulpeter.
Gibson looking to use the cage to work.
He's going to try and push off. Just the referee, and man, just tell him not to entangle them toes in the fence.
May look to sneak out the back.
Expect Mulpeter to land a couple of cheeky, hurtful blows here.
Maybe looking for the arm bar. Doesn't quite have it on the angle. Good cage awareness there from Stu Mulpeter.
And again, a good scramble by Troy, but every time he scrambles, Mulpeter's there. Trying to go heavy on the neck, but Gibson uses that.
Heavy strikes landed again on the break from Troy Gibson.
Nice body shot by Gibson, and Gibson, when he gets out in these wild exchanges, swings everything with malice.
But then Mulpeter does the right thing, closes the distance, takes his time, clinches.
He's smothering the work beautifully of Troy Gibson so far, Mulpeter.
It's a wonderful spoiling kind of style. Stops your opponent from getting their momentum. As soon as they feel like they're in the ascendancy, you clinch and take down. Very smart game plan thus far by Stu Mulpeter.
And again, just changes level this time, Gibson.
On the Kimura grip again.
Goes wide with his stance, but Mulpeter working that single again.
Changes levels, goes up top, maybe looking for an upper body grip. Knee to the bodies again from Troy Gibson.
Exchanging knees right in front of us here.
Troy looks to break and land. Big punches from Troy Boy Gibson.
Mulpeter comes back with a left of his own and a beautiful knee to the body by Stu Mulpeter.
Pow!
A big right hook by Mulpeter, and again!
Two heavy hooks. Pow! Right in the kisser.
And again a left hook followed by the right hook. Mulpeter really setting up his combinations. How Troy Gibson stays standing throughout that combination is beyond me, but what an opening round by the challenger. Talk about coming into enemy territory and saying, give me that belt.
He's having no respect. He's going in there and he's wanting to take that belt from Troy Gibson. Landed heavy punches, but again, back to that style. Land the heavy strikes, close the distance, spoil the rangy game of Troy Gibson. But what can Troy Gibson do to negate that now? I'd like to see Troy Gibson implement the range a little bit more. Use the range, pop and move, circle off. Not let Stu corner him and get in that takedown.
You can argue in the fight, Mulpeter was having all the success when they were in close, working the ground, taking to get the takedowns,
100%.
working in the clinch. But then the most success of the fight was the exchange on the feet, where it started with Gibson landing shots right in front of us. They moved across the cage, and it was Mulpeter who landed the big shots. And I still don't know how Troy Gibson didn't go down by them.
It's that southpaw angle that Stu Mulpeter's coming in from. It's the unorthodox kind of hook that's coming in. Landed it twice beautifully.
Aidan Marin just waiting on the cage to clear. An excellent main event so far. And Gibson, be interesting to see, can he keep Mulpeter away? Can he keep him at bay?
Both men still looking fresh. Big straight from Troy Gibson. And a kick to the head. Mulpeter wears it well.
Gibson throws that kick up like it's nothing, but Mulpeter again absorbs the shots, looks to clinch, but this time Gibson turns Mulpeter into the cage.
I'd like to see some knees to the thigh here.
And Mulpeter looking for inside and outside trips. Gibson tries his own.
Thought about the judo throw.
Nice knees exchanged by both fighters, and A big knee.
It was not to the body.
It looked like it caught Mulpeter, but Mulpeter wore it just to get the takedown.
Regardless, Stu Mulpeter completely munches it for the takedown.
Scooches into full mount as well, Mulpeter.
Oh, this is not a good position for Troy Boy Gibson.
He's got to be careful of that arm. It's presented itself.
Could it be a mounted triangle? Switches may take the arm. Is it a belly down armbar? Is it a belly down armbar?
We just can't see from our view here. It looks like Gibson has got his hand stuck between his own legs, which of course is allowed. He's allowed to pull his own shorts or hold his own shorts, but he's out.
Gibson defends the position well.
And Gibson stands up tall, but Mulpeter is like white on rice. Gets the takedown. Beautiful work by Stu Mulpeter.
Mulpeter's just completely relentless with his wrestling attack.
Absolutely relentless. He needs to change his name from Stu Trunks to Stu Relentless. Charlie Ward might dispute that one with him. And Gibson has got to be thinking, what do I have to do to get this man off me? Every time I create a bit of space, I get out of the way, he's back on me. So excellent game, and the cardio to do this, Phil, must be.
Yes, Stu's clearly watched his opponent. He's clearly watched tape on Troy Gibson and implemented such a game plan.
Just has Gibson up against the cage, sitting in half guard. Mulpeter in the top position.
Gibson has those long limbs, maybe looking to shoot through to reclaim guard.
Nice shots as well. Mulpeter, he's doing enough work to make Adrian Marin look at it, but go, no, he's working, he is working.
It's just a punch, it's just that relentless style. We keep going back to that word, but it's smothering, isn't it?
He's slipping into side control now. It's almost quarter guard. But
there we go.
He's looking to trap that arm.
Crucifix
position.
Yep. May also look for a Kimura from here.
Gibson is trapped. A couple of heavy shots here could force Adrian Marin to step in. Steps into full mount. Beautiful work. Stu Mulpeter is shown world-class skills here.
Takes the back. Is there light here for Troy Gibson? Can he turn in and be in the full guard of Stu Mulpeter? Really
Mulpeter
turn in.
Smart. He tries to turn, but Mulpeter uses it to sit into full mount. Excellent awareness by both men. The strength, pure brute strength and technique, got Mulpeter into the full mount again. He's looking for the arm. He sits back. Time goes against him. Stu Mulpeter, can he keep this up for 3 rounds?
For Stu, for a man that's competed at middleweight many times, he's bringing that strength down with him to welterweight. But as you say, the 3rd round's going to be telling. Can he carry that through? Because it is a punishing style for both fighters. We've seen that with the Claudia Gadelia-Joanna Jędrzejczyk rematch.
Is that the champion needs a finish. How good is he at finishing? 75% of the time.
Every time.
Gibson gets a finish. Opens with a big right hand.
Being savvy with the distance here is Troy Gibson.
And Mulpeter just exchanges, moving his head off the center line and landing that left of it. They're exchanging wild punches here. And Mulpeter looks for the takedown as he gets it. Gibson grimaced as he hit the floor. I just wondered, did he pop his knee or something there?
And that's the story of the fight right there. Troy Gibson landing heavy shots. Stu Mulpeter happy to oblige for a little while, close the distance and take down.
Phil moves into full mount again, and this with a lot of time on the clock is where Stu Mulpeter wants to be, and it is certainly not where Troy Boy Gibson wants to be.
Mulpeter looking to posture and strike here.
And again, trapping, he's wrist control to trap, to try and put the knee across the right arm to Troy Gibson to eliminate that as defensive, and then land a shot. Troy Boy uses beautiful cage awareness to push off, but beautiful work by Stu Mulpeter. He stretches out Gibson, lands a couple of shots here again. He's big heavy shots by Stu Mulpeter on top.
He's just giving Troy Gibson no space with which to work. Anytime Gibson tries to do something, he rides it out and maintains that heavy position.
Most fighters in that reversal are done. Gibson has got the reversal. He's pushed off the cage. Not tonight with Stu Mulpeter. Mulpeter rolled with it.
Mulpeter may be looking for the arm here.
That arm has presented itself and Mulpeter goes after it.
Goes belly down on it.
You got to appreciate this. He's 2 rounds up, you'd imagine, and he's hunting submissions.
Doesn't quite have the elbow. Has he switched?
He's just adjusted it a bit, I think, Phil. Gibson stepping over. Get ready for the scramble. Good work by Troy Gibson to rearrange his feet there and get the back of Mulpeter.
Like to see big strikes here from Troy Boy.
And Mulpeter turns, gets the double unders.
Is he going to go for the double underhook trip?
And again, Troy Gibson, he's thinking, I've got up, I'm back to my feet. But Mulpeter is still on top of me, still closing the range, not allowing me to do my work.
Big uppercut landed by Troy Gibson.
Gibson goes to the ground. I think that was more an exhaustion. Mulpeter jumps on it.
It looked like his knee gave out on him, Noel.
I was pointing to that earlier, that it looked like the knee popped when he fell to the ground. He grimaced, and Mulpeter is on full mount again. It's not the first time we've said that throughout this bout.
But credit to Troy Gibson, clearly hurt, but staying in there.
And Mulpeter now, you'd imagine his corner would be urging him to stay here, land big shots, forget the armbar. You're about to be crowned the Clan Wars welterweight champion. Stay where you are.
But Mulpeter wants that finish.
Gibson uses core strength and brute strength to get out of there. Your 10-second clapper. Mulpeter is on the bottom. Gibson, is it too little, too late? And that's it. We're going to go to the judges' scorecard. Stu Mulpeter, an incredible performance. He traded with the champion. He exchanged with the champion. He took him down multiple times. An incredible performance by the SPG Portarlington man. Gibson is wobbling back to his corner. That knee looks injured. It looked in a takedown.
I'm going to say it one more time. What a relentless performance from Stu Mulpeter.
Please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges scored is 30-28, 30-27, and 30-27.